Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So I'm back at one of my favourite fisheries, which is Spring Cottage Fishery in Moira in South Derbyshire. It's a brilliant venue. If you've never been here before, you've got to get yourself down here. So I'm doing a pleasure session today. It's on birch pool, peg 6 I've decided to pick today and fish on. But look at this, what a brilliant scenery, great venue, well maintained and well looked after. So like I say guys, if you've never fished here before, get yourselves down here. So today I'm just going to basically just fish for whatever swims by. I'm not going to feed heavy. I'll show you my feeding in a minute. I'll show you the rig setup, but I'm just going to see if I can catch a few skimmers to start the day, and hopefully maybe the carp might come in and settle on it later on. But let's get going and I'll show you how the day goes. Okay guys, now let me very quickly show you the rig. Really simple. So I'm fishing for anything that swims today, so I need to consider the fish. There's going to be plenty of skimmers about, but I am going to no doubt probably hit a few carp as well, so I still need to be nice and light but robust enough. So I've gone for an 8 to 10 hybrid elastic on there. It's really good for skimmers. I can catch skimmers on it, decent skimmers, 10, and I can also get carp out on it. Now if I get too many carp in my swim, I might up that elastic, but I'm going to start off, it's an 8 to 10 hybrid elastic. In terms of the main line, I've got a 0.16mm diameter main line. I've got exactly 3 foot of water, so I've gone for a 4x12 float on there. Now basically I'm just fishing as light as I can because I want to catch skimmers, see if I can get any on the drop as well, but still be robust enough to catch any carp. Got a normal back shot on just above the float, all the way down to a 0.13mm diameter hook length. Again, it should be fine for skimmers and still be fine for the carp if I hook into carp. So I got a size 16 hook on there today. I'm going to be fishing basically dead reds, or might even put a piece of corn on. So I don't want to go too small on the hook, but if I do struggle I will downsize that to a size 18, but I'm going to start off with a size 16 hook. In terms of the shots, I've got a strung out shotting pattern here, just spread out there, and I got 2 droppers towards the hook, but dead simple guys, really easy. Now let's see if we can catch a few fish. Okay, so in terms of my bait today, I've got the ground bait. I've got the Sonia Baits F1 dark ground bait. I've got 1.5 pints of that made up. I don't expect really to use much of that at all. I've got some 2mm pellets here as well. They've nice and softened up. I've got some dead reds, maggots, and I've got some sweet corn for the hook as well. Like I say, I'm fishing for anything that swims. So in terms of feeding today, what I basically do, I have a spare tub next to me. I'm going to grab a handful of ground bait, no more than that. I'm going to put in a few pellets. Now there's not a lot there. I'm going to probably say there might be 30 to 40 pellets there. I'm just going to sprinkle those into the ground bait. I'm literally then going to put in a few dead reds, and that is all there is. Just sprinkle those in. So basically I don't want much bait going in. I just want to have enough to keep them occupied, but really for them to then home in on my bait, and that is it. And in terms of feeding, I'm just going to take a small golf ball size, and basically that is what I'm going to feed, probably about every 10 minutes or as I feel I need to, depending on what I'm catching. And that is the feeding for today. That's my bait, and that is all I'm going to be putting in. And in that small bit of ground bait there's probably only maybe out of all of those pellets I put in, there's probably only maybe 5 or 6 pellets, and there's probably only 2 or 3 dead reds in that. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little nugget of ground bait in. I got a dark Sonia Baits F1 ground bait today, with literally just a few micros in it and a few dead reds. It's only probably the size of a golf ball. I'll show you in a little while. But I'm just going to pop this in. Just find that far bank marker, section of the pole over my leg of my box, and just pop that in. So today is just see if we can get a few skimmers, pretty much anything that swims. So just find my rig, and we're going to just go straight in and see if there's anything there. So I can put 2 dead reds on just to start off with. I'm just going to flick that over there. flick it past the swim, just let it drop in. I just want to see if we've got anything in the swim. So 10 minutes before, so I've just oh, there we go. Oh my god, if that's a carp, I'm going to be worried. That's a carp. I cannot believe I've got a carp come on my skimmer line so quick. So what I was about to say is 10 minutes before I went in, I put in another little nugget of ground bait. So that's my second nugget of ground bait with a few micros in and a few dead reds. This is a really light elastic. I can't believe that went flying under, literally in seconds, putting in. So it is only a pleasure fish today, so I'm going to have to play this one, guys. It's going to take a little while to get this one in. So it is a pleasure fishing session today. So it's inevitable when you fish a match, the behaviour of fish is always different, but I want to just come and have a little practice. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. I could do with another few more sections, which I don't have out on my pole. Lesson learnt. I should get some out in a minute, and I'm going to have to up my elastic. So this was just about really coming to sea and just fish for anything, really, not necessarily skimmers. It's inevitable the carp might come in, but there's plenty of skimmers, plenty of roach, plenty of tench, and loads of carp in here. But I was not expecting that as my first bite. That is bonkers. That should have been a skimmer, and it's not. So hopefully we can get this one in, but I've got to take my time. So I'm just going to ship that back, break that section down. I'm trying to keep him over to my left because I've got some reeds here on my right, and I really don't want it to go in there, not with this elastic. So I have only got an 8 to 10 hybrid elastic on. Now it is probably a little bit heavy for skimmers, but like I say, I knew there was going to be some decent skimmers, some potentially a carp. So down to the top kit. Might be back too soon on this top kit, but I'm going to see if I can just get this, bring this in. And keep that tip down under the water, so if that hook comes out, it's not going to come flying at me or at the end of my pole. And also I'm going to point. Oh, he's going out. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Right. I'm also pointing the end of the pole at the fish, because sometimes the fish don't like it when they feel that line against them. They just turn and come towards you. So where's he gone? Where's he gone? This, if I can get this in, this isn't bad for my first fish. There we go, get his head up, and we get him in. That is, like I say, not a bad start for the day. And that literally, guys, was my first put in, and that is my first fish of the day. So we're into the 2nd of November. So this video, hopefully you guys will be watching it probably the first week of November. Need to get the disgorge on that one. And it is only 9 o'clock in the morning. So, like I say, it is my first put in. And all I've done is put in basically 2 little nuggets of ground bait. So I'll show you that in a minute. Let's see if I can hold this one up. There we go. Not a bad fish to start the day. Let's get him in. Look at that. Probably about 4-5 pounds. Hey guys, hopefully you're enjoying these free videos. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to the channel. click the subscribe button. It's free and it's easy and it only takes about 2 seconds. It's a massive help, more than you know. Also, don't forget to drop the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and at the end of the video, if you can spare 30 seconds, please do go and leave a comment. Just let me know what you like about the video. Let me know what techniques you use. But thank you for watching. Now let's get back to the main video. Okay, so let's feed the swim. So little golf ball size of ground bait. So in that, like I say, it's going to have probably 5 or 6 2 mil micros in it and 2 or 3 dead reds. Find that far bound marker. I'm just going to pop that in, and we'll go out over the top. Let's find the rig. I'm going to put 2 dead reds on. I'm going to hook those through the pointy end. And let's see if there's any fish. So I'm just going to flick that past the swim. Bring that back in over the top. Just going to hold that up. Just let that drop down. Oh, there we go, got an indication. There. Nice little skimmer, I think. There we go. I was almost going to swing that one in, but I don't really like swinging skimmers in. They only got soft lips. There we go. Little one, start the day. There you go. Little skimmer. There you go, pop those in. There we go, indication, fish on. Okay, just another little tiny skimmer. There you go. Nice little skimmer. Seems to be plenty of those about today. There you go, guys. It's really simple fishing today. A quick session today, just fishing with some dark ground bait with a few micros in it and a few dead red maggots, making it into a small ball of golf ball size, potting those in. I caught a carp early doors and I caught quite a few skimmers as well. I missed loads and loads of bites, but really simple fishing. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to my channel. It is free and it's easy and it only takes 2 seconds. Also, don't forget to drop the video a like, and if you spare 5 seconds at the end, guys, please do leave a comment. Let me know how your fishing going. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Tight lines, and I'll see you on the next one.